Hello, hello. All right. So it seems that it's working so far. And I am just looking at the stats, see whether it's working or no. So can anybody? Yes. Okay. Seems that stream is kind of going okay. And all right. So yeah, this is the first stream on OpenBSD with this new ThinkPad, with the new laptop that I bought. Is not a new one, is a refurbished one, but is new for me. Is a ThinkPad T480. In the last video I have tried to do a live stream on it on OpenBSD, but it didn't work out. So what I had to do at the end was to switch to Linux Mint and do the stream on that, and I was a bit disappointed because I promised people, I set the reminder, promised people to do that stream on OpenBSD, but at the end it didn't work out and I had to do it on Linux. And I also written that in the community tab in case that you want to check it out, you can check it. And yeah, it didn't work out anyway. This is then since yesterday evening after I have finished my work, I actually started to look into the script and then realized that the script doesn't look that bad. One mistake that I have made in one of my script was simply to not add. Audio has some crackling. Oh boy. Is it like I have to actually listen to that audio? So let me grab a headphone, then listen to my own voice, see how is it. I did some tests actually, but it looked okay. I have to now retest it, so let me check it out. Just give me a short seconds. So all right. Is it that bad, or NetNerd? Is it that bad, or it is bearable? So let me see. All right, yeah, it has some crackling, so I'm not sure. Maybe I can actually reduce a bit the volume. Maybe that will work. Okay, so yeah, if it's bearable, then we continue like that. Unfortunately, I have to look into that, see whether how can I solve it. Yeah, this is the how I would say it's it's kind of it's a perk of OpenBSD, I would say. Yeah, I have to find a better way for it. So yeah, I will definitely wait for it. One of the actually funny thing was that yesterday I looked into the script that I have and it looked fine, but I remember that I have forgotten to add my user to the staff user group, and that was the last time problem. And I did some checking, like I went live yesterday multiple times, and also today multiple times, of course private live stream, and then I have deleted those live stream, and it looked fine. I mean, I tested it, let's say 5-10 minutes, and it seems working fine. But yeah, this one is the first time that I'm hearing my voice is crackling, and I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't know, maybe it's yeah, I don't know what it is, what's the problem. But anyway, I'll try to do better for next live stream. Even in the current live stream, I see some issues, like for example, I didn't get this shared memory error, but now I'm getting it again, and I don't know what's the exact issue with this shared memory, and this is my bad luck probably, because I tried to reproduce it multiple times and it didn't work. And even I tried now to run FFmpeg with root user, something not the best, not the smartest move, not the best move obviously, to see whether this shared memory stuff is related to my configuration or no. But again, it popped up, not sure what's the issue. And yeah, maybe even we can look for its live, why not? We have time and no specific topic to discuss, unless people bring some topic. And Chromium is not working now. Thank you very much. Okay, the CPU stat is not that bad, but why the Chrome cracked? Okay, this is Firefox. Okay, so I'll close this Firefox. Let's open Chrome. Holy crap. Chromium or Chrome? Chrome. Okay, try it. Open the Chrome again. Yes, actually I bought it off the eBay in Germany. Yes, I can find the link and share it with you. However, I do not recommend that seller, even though that it was super fast to deliver the item and stuff like that. But I think this is my second refurbished laptop actually. Couple of years ago actually, I bought a second-hand X250, and it came in a mint condition, fantastic condition, and it was fantastic. I was so happy. Even the battery was holding a lot of charge, definitely above my expectation. But this one is also like a bit below my expectation. It's mentioned in the seller page that this is supposed to be refurbished a bit, cleaned up and stuff like that, but the keyboard was all gunk and stuff. And I'm a guy that as long as it's in the working condition and it's not so bust up and things are not like let's say things are not falling apart, I won't bother to complain or return, but also I won't go and buy it again from that person, that seller. It's not a person, it's a company and stuff like that. So yeah, but nonetheless I can share the link with you so you can actually make a decision by your own. And also one other thing that you have to keep in mind, that if you order from Germany, then you will get the German keyboard, which is vastly different from English keyboard. I ideally prefer American keyboard, but I kind of also got used to German keyboard. But yeah, it's a German keyboard, the one I have now. But I changed the layout to American English, so it's easier for me because since childhood I work with American English, not German keyboard. And let me see. So I have to actually check my eBay account, so it will take a while, and then to make sure that's the right seller. Yeah, PC renewed. Okay. Okay, so let me bring this one to this window. All right. The one I bought is from this company. It's called Notebook Gallery, and as you can see, it has 99.5% positive review. But I kind of expected better quality, or at least a bit more cleaner laptop. The shipment was flawless. There was no problem. Everything it has delivered as it's advertised, but I would say I expected at least to clean up, to have a bit like cleaner laptop, and yeah, let's say less used maybe. So I paid €335 for it. I upgraded, and it came with 8 GB of RAM, Full HD display. So it's a Full HD, and then it has like a 256 NVMe storage, and is a Core i5 8350U. So here is actually advertised as good, and it's okay, I would say. It's not the best. i5 to i7, no, i5 to i7 is not possible. It's the CPU is soldered on. I already opened the laptop because I wanted to upgrade the RAM and replace the storage. So I bought the 1 TB NVMe storage and replace it. And then also I bought a 16 GB of RAM, so now it's running with 24 GB of RAM. And also I had to replace the thermal paste. It was so old, and that's why for me this concept of refurbish here is bull crap. And in case that you want to see the NeoFetch, so 20 minutes uptime, I had to restart it just before the live stream. It's on since morning actually, and yeah, this is the specification. T420, actually I do have a T430. The thing is, it's not possible to do live stream on it. On Linux is possible. I have most T430 Arch Linux, worked okay, but it is not possible to do live stream with the good quality under OpenBSD. Otherwise I would have stick with my T430. And T420, it's actually second gen Core i, and even like it has a worse specification for live streaming and stuff like that. But other than that, I would pretty much prefer the old ThinkPad keyboard, the old ThinkPad build quality, the old ThinkPad upgradability, modularity, and everything else. Of course, if somebody wants, can definitely order the mainboard, I would say, some custom mainboard from China, or some a powerful processor that then you need, that requires I think 75 watt charger or something like that. But those are like above my, my time and like my patient, I would say. Not even passion, it's above my patient to get to retrofit something that's just not supported. We have to blame the Lenovo for messing things up and then make it like horrible. Yeah, but overall, if you don't want to do live stream or record video, then you can simply use T420. It will work as long as you don't install some crazy stuff on it, or you don't want to play a game. Yes, it has two batteries. It has external one and a battery bridge inside internal. So yes, it came with two batteries. And the external one is not very good, I would say, but the internal one lasts quite long. So okay, so this is the link of the seller, and in case just you want to check it out, I'm not taking any responsibility if it turns out to be a bad seller, or I'm not like, there is not advertising of this seller or endorsing, just in case that you wanted to have the link. And also I have, like, as I said, like I have a X250, and that one also came with the battery bridge system, but that one also is not good for the live stream, unfortunately. That's like the after third generation mobile CPUs, fourth generation onward, Intel focused on low power more or less and power efficiency instead of like powerful CPU. So you don't see much of a difference between a third generation Core i5 mobile CPU versus fifth generation Core i5 mobile CPU. Like, they perform almost same. Of course, Core i5 fifth gen performs slightly better, maybe 10-15%, I would say, but it's not that significant that you would say, wow, that's just like huge difference. So that's why having X250 also didn't solve my problem, and I had to buy T480. Now I'm just like keep collecting I don't know what to do with some. X240. Yeah, this problem as far as this uh, touchpad, and then they remove this track point. I think kind of not so smart design of Lenovo. And when I was when I was looking for laptop specifically, I stayed away from T440 and X240 because I just didn't like the way that they designed this, like a trackpad stuff. Sorry, trackpad. And then also I think Louis Rossmann has created long time ago. Actually, that was a reason that I subscribed to his channel a long time ago, about two dedicated videos about T440, which basically also X240 also is the same. And he created two videos about the flaws in that design, and it is a fantastic. It's also pretty funny, and even to this day is not old, that those videos. So that's why I didn't go for any a series that ends with the 40, because when it came a lot of criticism, so I stayed away from it. Let's see whether Chrome works now or no. I have no idea what happened to this Chrome, and it must happen when I'm doing live stream. The problem is I use Firefox on day-to-day basis. I mean, for my personal stuff, but I don't want to open the stuff here in the Firefox because my personal stuff is there, and Chrome is acting up. So let's see. Let me actually go to a different tab and then open it. See what happens. You see, it gives blank. Okay, finally. Fantastic. Now we can actually search for the error that I've seen on the FFmpeg when I started the live stream, and that could potentially be linked to the issue that I am having about the sound quality, that is having some noises and it's just breaking. So this is, I think, is about the display, because it says X11 grab. Let me copy and paste it and we see what we get. FFmpeg. Then this part we don't need. Okay, see what we get. Nothing. Absolutely no information about this. Shared memory error. Let's see. Shared memory error. FFmpeg. Leaks shared memory if X11 server shutdowns. Is it related? Yeah. So the stream looks working. Of course, it has some delays, I would say. In my opinion, I think the delay is around like 30 seconds already. So the delay is quite long. But I see a bunch of warnings, and also the shared memory error, and also the voice, I think, is kind of like not the best. So we have to find out what's the issue, and possibly I won't find anything in this stream or to a sensible conclusion. And the funny thing is, I I would say around 10 tests or even more than that yesterday evening and today. Like today since 10 a.m. and now my time is 22:40, means that 10:40 p.m. and I couldn't reproduce none of this shit. But now, sorry for cursing anyway, but now when I wanted to go live and I am live, I see bunch of warnings and bunch of errors. I mean one error, not bunch. And then there is this one, which I do believe this is the, why it's about FLV. T430S with OpenBSD and X1 Carbon 7th gen with Linux here. Nice, nice. Similar, a bit similar configuration to mine. I have a T430 OpenBSD Arch Linux, and I have this one that I'm streaming from is T480 running OpenBSD 7.2 and dual booted with Linux Mint. And I have a X250 running Linux Mint, and I have a Pinebook that is that the hinges are broken, and it used to run actually Armbian, and I have a Asus triple E PC that I turned it to an audio or music station. I dual booted that one also with OpenBSD. It still is running 7.1 and Arch Linux, and both actually are 64-bit. And because I'm stressing on the 64-bit operating system on that Asus triple E PC, because in the BIOS they locked the 64-bit capability and you couldn't install 64-bit operating system. So there was a hack actually. I found it and I actually made a video, I do believe, about it. That how to actually unlock that feature, because the CPU is 64-bit capable. Yeah. I have a question about the X1 Carbon 7th gen. Have you tried to actually run OpenBSD on it? And if yes, how was your experience? What should I do to fix? No, T480 has 2 gens. It has actually 7th gen and 8th gen. Mine actually is 8th gen. But yeah, the specs are similar. Okay, got you. Got what you mean. Dell Inspiron Mini, but it struggles with any browser. Try Qt browser. That I think will help a bit, but definitely Firefox or Chromium is out of question. Wow, here a lot of OpenBSD enthusiasts. I didn't expect that. I'm happy actually. I'm very happy to see that people are also having multiple laptops running OpenBSD, experimenting with things. That's heartwarming. Yeah. So this says that this is a decoding timestamp are broken. To generate DTS based on PTS. God. I have no clue. FFmpeg out of memory. Huh. With an external SSD. Yeah, I mean, it's on Carbon. I mean, if I want to buy a new one, it's quite expensive. Yeah. Outer browser. I never heard about that. About outer browser. Let me Google it. Outer browser. Wow, my computer is going sluggish. Cross-platform browser. That sends this. Is it open source? Based on Opera 12.x. Never tried it. I mind to try it out. Let's see how the project is doing. What is the engine that is using? Third quarterly profit co-founded this. Presto layout engine. Okay. Seems that it's a dead project. Alright, so the stream seems that it was dead. Not sure whether you are hearing me or no. This is the the perk of doing live stream on OpenBSD. Despite me actually trying to solve all the problem prior to the video, now actually I'm seeing some new issues popping up. So we will fine tune it as we go in the upcoming streams, hopefully, if I can know what's the issue. Okay, yeah, good now. Okay, fantastic. So I think you just missed like a good 3 to 5 minutes out of what I was saying about the about my problems or struggles when I was trying to get the OpenBSD working on the T480. So yeah, hopefully it will go okay from now. Let's see. Yeah, I think it kind of sluggish again. Just let me know if it crashed, because I had to restart the stream last time. So what we have in the comments, I didn't read a couple of them. Yeah, Qt browser. Yeah, I think Qt browser is a good browser, especially on the slower machines. with the less resources. What else we have here? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this one, one of the viewers suggested. I was just like looking at it, see how's it. So I don't have any specific feeling about it. I'm not sure even what sort of engine it uses, whether it's a Blink or it uses WebKit. I'm not sure, but I will bookmark it to look at it later on and maybe try it out. So what we have is the FFmpeg gives out of memory error once in a while, and it causes the stream to delay, and I do believe we have a good 30-second delay between what I see and what you see. So and memory limit error. Can I limit FFmpeg memory usage? I did a test live stream yesterday. Of course, it was a private live stream just to test things, whether things working or not. I did like 20 minutes live stream. I mean, I did around 10 live stream, but like the longest I think was 20 minutes, and things were working fine. Now actually it started acting up again, and I really have no clue actually what's going on. So it's memory intensive job. Yeah, it says it's memory intensive, and I get the out of memory error, but I look at my memory, it's just like 6 GB out of 24 GB is using. So what's up with the FFmpeg? I don't know. What the hell is this PHP, Python and stuff? Memory. New version. Is it because of the version? No. I barely think that's drop files, reduce memory usage. Crashing wow from what I see here. I don't know why. So it could be because my internet, it could be because of various things. Yeah, nobody knows what the hell is wrong with this FFmpeg thingy. FFmpeg live stream. Let's see. Let me put this stuff aside. Streaming guide. Okay. So high compatibility, maybe more slow. Okay. Check the command and setting list low. Customizing this preset max rate buff size, blah blah blah. Video bitrate value in the rates, refer to documentation. Right, it's the bitrate recommendation. Preset max rate buff size G. Example. X11 grab for Linux. And what we have, I do believe these are the audio settings. Okay, a screencast, 30 frames per second. This is the video size. From where to cut, preset fast. I think this is the bitrate video. Max bitrate buffer size. VF. What is VF? It's not written. Codec audio AAC, bitrate audio 128K AR audio rate. I do believe this is audio rate. And FFLV blah blah blah. Okay. Scaling the output. So let's look into the script that I have. Let me close this guy. Okay. So what we have here is complex filter, blah blah blah. Okay, let me copy this one to new and then see what we can do with this. So to what I know, until this part it is all audio, then the video starts from here. So let's compare with the FFmpeg example and see which one works, which one doesn't. So okay, thread queue size 8000, video size this. codec is ultra fast. The preset is ultra fast. Buffer size 9000K. I don't see any difference that is going to make a huge impact between this and this. I don't see a difference. Let's see whether you have YouTube stuff or not. A YouTube example. Nope. Okay, so they have a YouTube tag. See, maybe we find other articles. Convert encoding for a streaming site. Yeah, it's the same. So yeah, that's the part that I don't know how to make this streaming experience better on OpenBSD, because everything looks kind of okayish. I mean, this is the same, the thread queue size. I think I have bumped this one up to 8K. And the video bitrate, video bitrate. YouTube recommended video bitrates. My computer is becoming super sluggish. Absolutely crazy. Why, I have no idea. The CPU is running 100%. Holy crap. What the hell? That's not good. That's pretty bad actually. Eight meg. So full HD 4000 to 8000. So we are going with the 4.5, so not that high. And still this is a problem. So what's the issue? What is the issue of streaming on OpenBSD? So I am going to actually maybe reduce this stuff a bit and change the audio codec to AAC. Who knows, maybe that will help. What else here? It is 9 years ago. Has it updated? Doesn't look like it. Quality threads. Not much difference. Same. This. Maybe we can bump the thread numbers to 6. to stream FFmpeg. See. Simple cross-platform YouTube. Yeah, not maintained since 2017. So useless. Tiny shell script to start the last stream right from a bash. Right from the stream of the man. Okay. Oh. Something unknown to me. The expert on FFmpeg. Yeah, maybe then they have all this stuff. Hello, local. The stream is going choppy because I see that it's kind of cracking once in a while. Let's see. Yeah, all CPUs are running 100%. That's not good. And also anyway. To 12. So here it says it's 24. So with hyper threading in it. Okay. Yeah, the previous live stream also got crashed. Now I'm running with these settings. So I reduced a bit like a thread queue size. And then also I removed this CPU used blah blah blah. I don't remember why did I put this one in the first place, and I've forgotten what this parameter is used for. And then I swapped the audio codec. So just let me know how's the quality and whether you can hear me alright, or the screen or my voice is also choppy or what. So it looks at least it's keeping up with this, up to the speed. Maybe it got better, maybe it's not sure. Only time will tell us. And let me also try to listen. It looks okay. Okay, good to hear that. Seems to be gone, crackling. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, so it's a first trial. And I think I have used the lib mp3 lame because I wanted to do live stream long time ago on this T430, and AAC was eating up too much CPU. That's why I decided to use that one. And then it seems that AAC is smoother, so that's a good thing. Let's see how it will work, whether it will work okay or not. We get the shared memory error again, and that's a bad thing, but we got it after a while. It's just didn't happen so soon. So hopefully at least I think we resolved one issue, hopefully. And then let's see what else we have here. I wanted to investigate these options. CPU used. Nice. No, nothing. FFmpeg CPU used. Server. It's overly, but not sure what's going to happen. Still, I see a considerable amount of delay on my screen, but on my stream, and crash again. Oh, okay, it buffered. You know, the struggles that we have. There's a good default, so maybe used when the quality option is set. Set the quality. Very which is a big impact on. I have no idea. I don't think it's streaming. And we need it. Then that was not possible. Ultra fast. Should be alright, so it crashed again. I have changed the thread queue size for now, and then we keep going with it until it crashes one more time, and then we keep just changing parameters again and again and again until it fixes or I get tired and go to sleep. So let's see whether FFmpeg will win or I will win. And yeah, this is a pretty bad stream, but it is what it is. All of my trial and error seems didn't work well, and everything went down the shitter. Because otherwise this stream shouldn't have even crashed even once, but now it crashed already, I don't know goddamn how many times, and now I get some bunch of error again, and it's a bit annoying. So I'm just looking into the FFmpeg errors, and that's not on the screen because it has some, I think, credentials about the live stream keys and stuff like that. I cannot show it to you. This shared memory stuff is on my nerve. Seems that the number of errors has reduced, but and also the computer has become a bit like more responsive. Let's see what's the CPU usage. Still is high, still is crazy. But is crashing the computer. Sorry, the stream. So weird. I am thinking to actually to do two things. One is to remove this thread altogether, and another one is to maybe get rid of this guy. So let me see whether I can find Zany's a script, because he had this script and I got some stuff from his script but modified. Problem is I can't find it. I have to try to find his script also, just for comparison's sake, because I cannot think about how to resolve this. Maybe his scripts will help to save me from doing mistake. It was it here? Stream OpenBSD, okay. Prop size. This one has high video bitrate. Mine is lower, so I'm not gonna increase it. Where it is? VBR. Yes. Ultra fast. Maybe this will help. maybe not. What else we can change? Maybe let's try with this one. Maybe let's try with the probe size. What is this? AF audio resample async equals 1. I have no idea what this. Let's go with this one, see what happens. So is this one here? And I'm going to delete this thread size, and I am going to actually momentarily stop the stream. Alright, so I restarted the stream now, and let's see, is there anything you capture microphone desktop, blah blah blah. Okay. So far I don't see any difference in anything. Maybe it has improved, maybe it's not. The CPU usage seems to has decreased a bit. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. Maybe it will be better, maybe it will be worse, I don't know. Let's go back to the changes. Q input is backward in time. I have no idea how I get this error, this warning. Let's see whether I get the shared memory error or not. Yeah, we have the error about the shared memory also, and a bunch of other warnings. So it seems that the changes that I have made hasn't improved anything in particular. I mean, it has improved the sound definitely, but everything else is kind of bad so far. So let's look into one warning, see whether we can resolve this one at least. And this potentially could cause frame drop. Draw frames each contain this. Start with supposed to pass. Definitely non-stop. It probably has. Nope, not this one. How was it? Okay. FFmpeg stream OpenBSD. So the changes I made has made the stuff a bit worse, except I think the audio one that resolved some issues. So I'm just gonna apply the audio and I leave everything else for now and try. Okay, so let's see now what happens. I don't get any error, buffer error so far, unless I open some websites. Let's see whether we get this. Let's see how YouTube opens when we are streaming. So far no error, and I got one. Crap. I don't know what to do. Let's remove the so if I delete so I'm just trying to simplify stuff a bit. So this is the test script on the left side, so it's fine if I delete things from it. So I'm going to delete this one, so we don't need to have the monitor SNDIO. Just read from the microphone. Then this filter complex becomes useless. The probe size, we didn't have it. The thread, I'm going to jack it up. 496. I put this one also 496. 496, I mean. And also while we are at it, let's change this guy to very fast. So that is oversimplifications already. And if it doesn't work out, I have no idea what would be the next thing. I mean, I never have have any idea about this FFmpeg stuff, but again, let's play around with it. So I am going to restart the live stream. All right, so I'm back, and I hope that at least my voice is good. I have to listen it again. Let me try. Okay, hello. How are you doing, sir? Okay, let's see whether we get the error. So we don't have a shared memory error so far. I do believe this shared memory error is the ultimate evil, because the moment I get it, then the CPU spikes up, and then after a while the stream will crash. I mean after maybe 30 minutes. So this one seems to be okay-ish, kinda, sorta, and let's see. Yes, I do believe, because I have changed the audio codec from MP3 to AAC, that has resolved the cracking issue. But I do have some problems, and that is the stream lags. Now it's better, the lag is not that long, but then there is this like a memory error that it shows up, and then afterwards the CPU goes crazy, almost reaches to 100%, and then the stream will crash, or it starts like buffering and stuff like that. And I thought that all these issues were resolved already, because when I was testing I didn't see any of those, but now as it gets longer, then it shows up gradually. So let's see. I think now we have reached maybe to a relatively okay-ish status, not the best one, but okay-ish maybe, and then we can take it from there. So far I don't get any error. So this one looks decent, and I am happy that it works. It's working now, at least on the paper. Okay, I'm now wondering whether it was due to removing this complex filter here, or what, that I don't get the shared memory error. I am not sure whether I need this like a complex filter at all in any of my live streams. Basically the idea of having this complex filter is that I can merge two audio input as one. So this is the one audio input, is the fake basically sound card in terms of SNDIO. This is the monitor, and whatever that I play on my, let's say on my desktop, will be piped to here as well. And then this one is a microphone. Then this line, it will mix things up together. And the entire idea is that, for example, if I play a song in my computer, and I can do also live stream at this, I can do also talk over it at the same time, right? So it would be good for having some sort of a background music during the live stream. How viable is it, or whether I will ever going to use it, I have no idea, but that's the intention. And it seems that doing this kind of thing is a bit of heavy work on FFmpeg, and this is just based on my anecdotal experience, because as I have removed those lines, the stream looks more stable, and my computer also runs smoother. I haven't seen any out of memory error. So possibly these three lines were culprits. Now having, what happened? Visual block. Now having a simpler script made things better. So I'm also happier because there's less stuff to maintain when it comes to the script. And I will probably keep this stream for a couple of minutes, and after that I will shut it down. Then maybe I will continue tomorrow morning my time around, I don't know, 11 or 12 morning or noon, just for as another test live stream on OpenBSD, because I have some plans, to be honest, and my plans are to do some live coding actually under OpenBSD, and I don't want to break my focus every, I don't know, 30 seconds, every 1 minute, check the stream whether things are like crashing or about to crash, or it's smooth, whether things is crashing or not. It will be quite annoying, and then it will also harm the productivity. So I'm trying to get things actually working before I will do live stream coding, or any other live stream for that matter. So these are more or less like a test live stream, just to fine-tune the stuff. And yeah, probably many people won't like it, but yeah, there's no better way to test it. I mean, I did with the private live stream, seems everything working. That's why I put the word finally to indicate, to give a signal that actually I worked on this one. Even I have written in the video description that that I spent like almost a day to fix it, but that didn't fix it. Boy. And I had to do live troubleshooting, opening YouTube, Tyler's code, steal some stuff from there, check it, see what works or what not. And the FFmpeg generally is a huge pain to work with, at least in my estimation. It has too many switches, and I'm not master of any of those. And then another issue is it has the way that it shows error is very different. Let's say when you are doing encoding versus when you are doing live stream. It may have a different meaning but gives you the same error, as etc, etc. So it's a pain to troubleshoot the FFmpeg stuff. And yeah, hope I can resolve these issues further and then fine tune and stuff. And NetNerd said, looking forward to the coding stream. Same. Hopefully I can do some coding stream on OpenBSD. The first thing is to get things stable. And yeah, I will say that's pretty much it for this stream. Here is already almost 15 minutes past midnight and I am sleepy and tired today. Like my eyes is like burning because I've sit in front of computer almost the whole day. So that's all for this live stream. Thank you for very much for attending, being here, and I see you guys in the next live stream. Bye for now.